So Brawlers came back to the game, which is great. So here are the top 3 decks that I want to see also get remade. Before I start, I just want to say that I absolutely love that Brawlers came back because I feel like it's giving a chance for these older decks that aren't like the original first decks to come out for this clan to get a chance to shine. Because I feel like Bushy has a habit of just remaking the first decks to come out for the clan. Like for Narukami, of course, Vermilion came out first. And for Gold Paladin, of course, Ezel came out first. Obviously, with stuff like Royal and Shadow Paladin, of course, it's going to be Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark. But at the same time, I feel like they could also make the future versions of these decks, not just always the originals. So yeah, with Brawlers having coming back, this is a great chance for them to do that. So here are the top 3 that I want to see get remade. And starting off my list is another Legion deck with Perdition Dragons, and oh my gosh, if you were a Vanguard Zero player, this was my main. Like, I like the great, don't get me wrong, but Vortex Dragonoot was just my goat. Especially with his Legion ability being able to just cause a damage as well as nullify the triggers. That ability was so cool to me, and when the Destin When It Scales Aqua Libra came out, that instantly reminded me of this deck and I got so hyped for it. So I really hope this deck gets remade in the future. But at the same time, I'd understand why they wouldn't want to do that because technically it is just another Dragonic Overlord deck, even if you did focus on just Vortex Dragonoot. So if you don't want to do that and just want another Kagero deck, I give a shout out to Blade Master. Because I feel like Blade Master gets outshunned by Overlord quite a bit when it comes to Kagero. Plus with decks like Luard, Shiranri, Chrono Jet, like they can make another stride deck that would work, especially for Kagero, like Blade Master. And you can make other versions like Blade Master Titan or Soen or whatever. Like, you have other versions of this as well. Next up is the Bluish Flame Liberators, because oh my gosh, this deck is just so cool. Like, deadass probably my top 5 in Vanguard ever. Like, I already loved Liberators because I thought they were super cool. I liked the way it was executed, but Bluish Flame Liberators somehow took that idea and became their own thing with their own separate identity, which I love. And to be honest with you, like, I love how it was in the card game. I love how it was in the anime. So if this deck came back, I feel like this would be a really cool deck to use, especially with Percival, Prominence Core, Prominence Glare. I just said those 2 cards backwards. But yeah, this deck would be really cool to have back as well. Of course, when I mentioned Liberators, original Blaster Blade Liberator could come back as well, but I really want to see the Bluish Flames. And speaking of Blaster Blade Liberator, my last block goes to Revengers, especially Blaster Dark Revenger, because I feel like in the V era when they remade the Revengers, they didn't really feel unique and like that spice that original Avengers had. So this deck getting a full-on version of the original with Blaster Dark Revenger, Mordred Phantom, Raging Form Dragon, Drag Ruler Phantom, that'd be super cool to see. So yeah, these are my top 3. What are your top 3? And what do you think of my top 3? What do you want to see get remade?